Welcome on course to Kalgoorlie on Boulder Cup and Kambalda Cup Day. The horses are in the yard for the first race, the Widdesons hire Maiden over 1,612 metres. We start with Helen Harding's horse King for Life, a 5-year-old gelding by Delago Deluxe. Brad Parnham takes the ride.
Afternoon to you, Scott. Yeah, still a maiden after 18 starts, King for Life, but to its merit has run a lot of minor placings this time in. Deserves to win one. No speed in the race, and he's your leader. Could prove hard to run down.
Number 2, Aero Faith, now in the care of Peter Bamford, who brings this galloper to Kalgoorlie. Michelle Hagley picks up the ride here at 17 days between runs, dropping from a 2,200 back to a mile.
Yeah, we'll get back this horse, Aero Faith, with the blinkers off and back in trip. Could be finishing and doing his best work late for the new trainer.
He can certainly turn a horse's faith around, that's for sure, Peter Bamford. Number 3, God's Land, now in the care of Shannon Rowan. Mitch Pateman takes the ride. Last start here at Kalgoorlie, beaten 7.5 lengths by Bootleg Rascal.
Yeah, I thought it was well held on that occasion 2 weeks ago, but may have settled in up here to the new surroundings with the new trainer, Shannon Rowan.
Number 4, Sure Conviction, Cliffy Smith and Chris Parnham combine.
Oh, look well, this chestnut in the yard, Sure Conviction. She raced out of her class last outing, and it was a good effort off a slow tempo. That was behind Big Ransom. 2 runs prior were good. I think it's just about ready to win Sure Conviction in a maiden, albeit.
Number 5, Nord Avenir, trained by Lindsay Smith. Willie Pike takes the ride. Very good last start when beaten 5 lengths by Bootleg Rascal. Now draws a nice gate.
Yeah, definitely so. Another one that gets rearwards, has the services of William Pike today. Should be charging home late, and it is the favourite.
Number 6, Jolly Odd, is a 4-year-old mare by Dick Turpin. She's trained by Jono Johnson, and Steve Parnham takes the ride.
Yeah, looked pretty fresh, was on its toes in the yards, Jolly Odd, just not going good enough.
Number 7, Rose of Celtic, needs to improve. Cliffy Smith and Kira Yule.
Definitely so. Was pretty alert in the yard, but needs to improve sharply to feature.
And number 8, Angelic Moon, trained by Peter Fernie. Jay McNaught takes the ride.
Yeah, form has tapered off at her last 2 runs, this 3-year-old filly. Steps up to the mile for the first time, drawn well. You could probably throw it in and give it one more run or one more go. I think it's going to be a better horse next preparation, Scott.
And she was held up for the entire length of the home straight last start. Let's look at the horses as they leave the yard and doing their prelims, heading around to the mile marker for race number 1 here at Kalgoorlie. Crochet Warren to provide you with the top 4 selections.
Top 4 in the opener out of Kalgoorlie on Boulder Cup Day, 4, 1, 5 and 8. I've put 4 Sure Conviction on top here. I think it's nearing enough, nearing a win, and should get every opportunity. Chris Parnham in the saddle from 1, King for Life. He's your leader. He's the one to run down in the home straight. He's been racing well. 5, Nord Avenir to be charging home, and number 8, Angelic Moon to round them out. 4, 1, 5 and 8. Scott in the opener.
4, 1, 5 and 8 for Crochet Warren ahead of race number 1 here at Kalgoorlie. He's going with Sure Conviction, who's just headed around to the start now with Chrissy Parnham. Dave Sheehan to call all the action today on Boulder Cup Day.
So runners are behind the line and about to come up for the opening event on the program. First of 9 today. King for Life at 3:40. If the boys in the band, just while the race is on, fellas, be good. If someone could just tip them down there, be handy. Now runners are behind the line. I've rung up the office. King for Life is at $3.40. Aero Faith at 13. $9.50 God's Land. Sure Conviction $5.50. Nord Avenue is $2.30. 10 Angelic Moon, 23 Jolly Odd, Rose of Celtic at 71. So those runners will come up shortly here for the first event. God's Land about to link on in. So a field of 8 here for the opening event. First on Boulder and Campbell Cup Day here today. Of course, their races 7 and 8 respectively. So Rose of Celtic about to join the line now. Now comes along. Angelic Moon about to link forward. The rest of these runners coming along. Aero Faith about to come on in. Jolly Odd. And Sure Conviction as the black cap now. Angelic Moon is in. Rose of Celtic is loaded away. God's Land is set. So Aero Faith about to come up with Jolly Odd. King for Life has been racing well. Brad Parnham has the mount here this afternoon. A lot of the state's top riders up here for the card this afternoon. Of course, including William Pike, who's on Nord Avenue, the favourite here in the opening event of those dark colours. Now Nord Avenue now comes along, so Sure Conviction to link up, and we won't be too far away from a start here. The Widdesons Higher Maiden, 1612 metres, a field of 8. So Sure Conviction, Chestnut about to link forward. Starters in position. Tendons get behind Sure Conviction to push it up. So we're almost set to go, thanks Ash. Sure Conviction, the last one to link in. Now it goes up to the gates. And it's about to go on in here, Sure Conviction. The red lights are on. Stand by. All set for a start. First on Campbell and Boulder Cup days. Ready to go. Off and racing away, and a Jolly Odd came out fast. Nord Avenue began quickly. King for Life showing speed, and also God's Land's going around the outside. They were followed by Angelic Moon, who's settling back on the inside. Aero Faith's going around the outside. Then came Rose of Celtic, and Sure Conviction drops to the rear of the field. Over towards the back they go, and King for Life in front. Leads by a half length here. Over on the outside is God's Land running second. Then came Jolly Odd down on the inside from Nord Avenue, who's well placed fourth on the outside. A further 2 lengths back in the field then to Angelic Moon, who's over on the inside here of Rose of Celtic. Then Aero Faith is out there a little bit wide on the track, and a break of 2 lengths to Sure Conviction, who's at the rear. Well, it's King for Life out the lead, heading to the 800. Shows the way by a length. Over on the outside, God's Land is running second. Then a further one back to Jolly Odd, who's over on the inside from Nord Avenue. A further 1.5 to Angelic Moon, who's back on the inside from Rose of Celtic. Aero Faith's out there wide on the track, and Sure Conviction last of all. Some speed starts to come into the race. They come towards the corner, and it's King for Life in front. Leads here narrowly as they come around the corner from God's Land. Nord Avenue's taken up there wide on the track. They were followed by Jolly Odd, then Angelic Moon getting into the open. They balance up, and Sure Conviction out wider. Nord Avenue at the 200 has gone up, taken the lead here from God's Land. Then came over on the outside Sure Conviction with Angelic Moon. It's Nord Avenue kicking away out in front. It's about 2.5 in front. It's going to come on and win. Nord Avenue wins the first. Photo for the placing Sure Conviction and Angelic Moon. Then God's Land back on the inside. They were followed behind them by Jolly Odd, Rose of Celtic. King for Life knocked up, and Aero Faith was at the tail. Easy win to the favourite there, Nord Avenue. In the opening event, William Pike starting the day in great fashion. Had a lovely run, fourth on the outside. Quickly moved up, coming to the corner. and has run clear and done it easily. Second goes to number 4, Sure Conviction, on the outside there for Chris Parnham, and number 8 has run third, Angelic Moon, for Jade McNaught, and fourth in goes to number 3, and that is God's Land. 5, 4, 8 and 3. 5, 4, 8 and 3 are up. It's 1 3/4 lengths, the winning margin by a head. 1 3/4 by a head. The margins after the opening race. The time is 1:39.13. 1:39.13 after the first here, but Nord Avenue breaking through. It run some good races, this mare. She's a 4-year-old by Fighting Sun. It was the 11th run today. It's owned by Jay Ching out of a mare called Classic Chevron. It's trained by Lindsay Smith, William Pike in the saddle. Second goes to number 4, Sure Conviction, trained by Cliff Smith, Chris Parnham. Third, number 8, Angelic Moon, Peter Fernie and Jade McNaught. And fourth in number 3, God's Land, Mitchell Pateman. They came home 35.47 the last 600. 35.47 the last 600. 1:39.13 the overall time. Numbers 5, 4, 8 and 3.
Nord Avenue successful in the opener on Boulder Cup Day for trainer Lindsay Smith. William Pike in the saddle, and he's just having a chat to fill in trainer Peter Fernie. And we'll have a chat to William Pike following the mare's success in the first. William Pike opening up the account in the opener on Boulder Cup Day. Well done to you, and you were able to race a little bit more handier to them in the 1 out and 1 back position here this afternoon, and when you had to sort of click her up to make ground on the corner, she's come away to win a maiden.
Yeah, like a bit extra distance and a good barrier. I was able to put her in a bit more of a commanding position without doing the work that's normally associated with it. So, and then I got down Charles Street, and I probably just sort of threw caution to the wind and put her into the race.
And first look at the mile for her this afternoon, and was sort of progressing to that stage.
Yeah, I think I don't know an awful lot about her, but just looking at her history, it looked like she was probably always waiting to get to this journey, and she won it well enough to say it wasn't a fluke, and there might be another one there.
Concrete Madame in the next. It was a good run first up, had that little bit of a let up. Peter Fernie trains and has good gate speed, but you do draw an outside gate.
Yeah, always a bit trickier when you're drawn out on a limb, and but look, I think a lot of these horses are a little bit one-trick ponies, so we've got to deal with make the best of a bad situation.
Well done. Thanks, William Pike, folks, champion WA jockey in the ranks there, winning on Nord Avenue in the first on Blue Spec Mining in Drilling, Boulder Cup Day. Thanks for that, Dave. And Nord Avenue taking out the opener on Boulder Cup Day, winning the Widdesons Hire Maiden in good style. Nord Avenue, trained by Lindsay Smith and ridden by William Pike. Please make welcome to the podium for the first time this afternoon, Mr. Aaron Heel, Director of the Calgary Boulder Racing Club Board.
Thanks, Chris Shane. On behalf of the KBRC, welcome to the course. What a great day it's going to be and some excellent racing. Hope you enjoy the rest of the race round coming up. Congratulations to Lindsay Smith, the trainer, Willie Pike, jockey, and the horse, Noir de Ver, and obviously to our great sponsors, Widdesons Hire Service. Unfortunately, none of the connections are here today, but we have Zach Stewart. Please come forward to accept the trophy. Thanks.
On the behalf of the trainer and the owners, appreciate the commitments of the long-time sponsor of the Widdesons race, and you just have a great day.
Race 2 is the Diggers and Dealers Mining Forum Maiden over 1,200 metres. It comes up at 12:37, a field of 11 engaged.